are on day 99. I have about 39 XP, and we are just doing some upgrades to the village apartments. Had quite a number of problems getting the villagers to actually use the building. They seem to mostly want to go to the outside of walls and stare longingly through the window at the bed that I've made for them. Uh, so I've brought them all inside. Um, was down to only about half a dozen villagers actually. I had originally upwards of 15, but then, like I said, so been a couple of nights where I don't know what went wrong with the game code, but the villagers were not connecting with the idea that there's a door that leads to the inside of this building, and then inside the building are smaller buildings or apartments, basically, 2 beds per apartment. So they had no problem with it originally, but then last couple of days the code has been a bit weird, I guess, uh, or maybe it was because I was um, bunking down during the night and not staying up. But now that they're in the building, they're more or less secure. I can be out all night farming and fighting mobs and not having to worry about it. But anyway, today is the 99th day. Tomorrow will be the 100th day, and we will have completed our One Life to 100 challenge, um, which is pretty damn good. I'll then do a little. That's the apartments basically. So it's about 12 to 13, 12 to 14 beds per floor, except for the top floor, which is going to be my whole workshop. I'm starting a lava bed over here. That's the lava farmer right there. Most of these buildings are without beds, some of them without doors. Um, the idea had always been to basically grow the village up to about 20 villagers and then kind of like, keep a few traders on hand, the ones that were providing me with the iron picks, excuse me, the iron axes, and the Fletchers who would take the sticks from this harvest here for emeralds, uh, and then hopefully develop a couple of toolsmiths that would provide me with some pretty decent tools. There's one that I've been working with slowly because I don't have enough iron to make it go faster, uh, where he's offering an enchanted pick, but it is only an iron pick. I thought toolsmiths used to provide you with diamond tools at a certain tier, but I'm not seeing it, so it's been frustrating in that regards. There we go. So, getting in is not going to be the easiest way. Um, there it is for that. So I got a full garden over here. I've got the nether portal already set up. Creeper pond. Haven't been fishing in it yet. And then, of course, my ever so fun. I'm gradually filling in this pit here because underneath is a skeleton spawner. And this is why I said I'm going to be pretty okay with being up all night, basically farming skeletons for bone meal, which then I will spam grow the wheat and yeah, get that village going. And then, of course, hopefully get the traders up to the point where I can actually get some decent loot, equipment. I had open doors, one here and one on the other side. That was a recent addition, but like I said, they still couldn't. They still weren't figuring it out, And of course, I don't know what's going on with ladders these days, but last couple of games that I've played, it's been pretty difficult to convince the villagers that hanging out at the ladder is not a safe thing to do in the middle of the night. So a door will go here. This will be like an open place. Buddy, come on down from there before you get killed. Thanks. Uh, Villagers are. I don't know what's with it. It's been a meme, I guess, since the very first round of villagers introduced to the game, that they are, by and large, self-destructive creatures. Um, so, yeah. I did have a small footbridge from roof to roof just to keep it kind of nice, but right now, this is going to count me as day 100, and then we'll go for it, because after that, it's like, I don't have to worry about getting cooked anymore. What do we got going on? We don't have any fuel in here. That's okay. So now the next step is to move everything over to the rooftop workshop and then build some kind of egress and access. I think this is an okay situation here. Yeah, see, there goes skeleton. I think this is okay for now, but I don't think villagers won't throw themselves off the ledges, at least that much. Um, but now I don't have to worry about them. Like I said, that's temporary until I feel confident that they're connected with the process down there pretty much. Then I can go ahead and take off that. That's going to be a book farm and beef. Living on baked potato for now. I think that's pretty good. That's going to be for extra beds because eventually I'm going to rebed and door all those other buildings, and hopefully not have to worry too much about the sustainability of the village. I'll have a free range village outside, and then my college of tradesmen for to keep the spiders don't like water. But it's not bad. I know there's lots of other channels out there that have gone like super nuts, with 100 days, and they've got massive amounts of resources and stuff like that. They've gone to the end, killed the Ender Dragon, that kind of thing. All right, I'm going to go ahead and clean these guys up. That's decent. I have to leave the fence open because, as you can see, kittens keep getting in there. I don't know how, but they do. Alrighty. So now it's just playthrough. Yay, Golem. So yeah, we're just moving house, and that'll be it. Should be pretty cool. Should be pretty okay. That's it, guys.